Hi, I'm Daniel Andrews, owner and creator of Andrewsfootball.com. And man, one of the hardest things to do about this business is come back after a game I predicted incorrectly and make another video. And it was frustrating because I 100% believe that the Saints and the Falcons play in that same situation. Saints win 7, maybe 8 of those times. There's just so many fluky things that happened in that game, from Kamara's injury to the penalty ending the game. And at the ending of the first half, it should have been 13-10 going in there. I've seen that happen before, and the referees not call that. The referees did a good job, don't get me wrong. The Breeze play, the interception in the end zone, phenomenal play by Deion Jones, but I mean, that's not a play that Drew Brees usually makes. So many fluky things happen, especially the Kamara injury. I mean, this was a guy who was playing at a Pro Bowl level. I mean, he was playing lights out. Him out of that game really kind of changed the dynamic of the whole thing. But kudos to the Saints, or I'm sorry, kudos to the Falcons, because now that NFC South race is really, really interesting, and they're also going to play each other here in a couple weeks in New Orleans. And there's a very good chance Falcons win that game. They can still win the division. So it's a very exciting time for football. This is a great season. A lot of things are happening that normally you don't expect to see. The NFC is crazy right now, and it's awesome. The AFC, the winner of the AFC South is going to be a team that's new. I mean, it could be either Jacksonville or Tennessee. That's exciting. You got a 3-way race in the AFC West. I mean, how much fun is that? So I was going to do another video talking about a couple games, but I've been breaking down some of these games. There's 3 more games. This is the poker equivalent of going on tilt, because I'm 22-21. That's not even close to 60%. I got 3 games I really like, and I'm just going to recap those real fast here. Seattle, they're still a 2.5-point dog in this one. I would go ahead. You can go ahead and take the points there to bet them to win straight up, which I would do. A $100 bet would win you $120. I would recommend doing that. Philadelphia still. If you watch my previous video, the line was 2. It dropped down to 1, just like I predicted. Basically, you're getting even money for Philadelphia. So, $100 bet wins you 100. 1 point. You haven't made the action already, go ahead and lay it down. Just take Philadelphia to win straight up. Baltimore's a 5-point underdog going to Pittsburgh. I actually just take Baltimore straight up. The money line right now is 185, so you risk 100 to win 185. I mean, it's such a big investment for a game that's a coin flip. That's what I would do. And I'm also going to give you 3 more games that I really like. The first game I'm going to give you, and I'm sorry, Tim, but I think Cleveland's going winless. I really do. Now, for some reason, other people are liking the action. And a lot of people feel that former Kinsey chief GM John Dorsey going to Cleveland, and this is a great move, but is it going to affect it this year? I don't see it happening. And Green Bay, the line was 3.5, dropped down to 3. I think take action on Green Bay. I mean, yes, they're traveling to Cleveland. A few weeks ago, I said, mark this one as one of the games that Cleveland could win. I don't see it now. I mean, Green Bay, there's a strong possibility that they could still maybe sneak into a wild card. They're not mathematically eliminated. But since the line dropped from 3.5 to 3, that leads me just enough firepower there to go ahead and pull the trigger on Green Bay. The other game I got here is you got the Los Angeles Chargers. I mentioned this game before. I think there's no way that they lose this game. They're a 6-point home favorite. I'm a little uncomfortable giving them 6 points, but they're going to win this game. The Chargers, I think, are playing the best out of any of the AFC West teams. I think they easily have the most talent. I think they also match up very well against Washington, because Washington struggled against the run. When the Chargers are able to establish the running game, they're as good as anybody. And that defense is wow. So I go ahead and take the Chargers into points. And the other game I like is this is the game I like the least. and I'll tell you why. It's the Jets. They're a 1-point favorite at Denver. One of two things is going to happen in Denver. They're talented enough that they can win a few games, and they also could be in free fall. And I think that when I look at the Denver Broncos, I look at a team with a ton of talent that took a good chance on a good upcoming defensive coordinator, Vance Joseph. He played for the University of Colorado in college, but this is a guy I think that John Elway is looking at himself and saying, hey, look, I just made the wrong hire. I took a chance on a young head coach, gave him a good team, and it didn't work out. I think that what he's going to do is after the season's over, I think he's going to fire him and he's going to bring in an experienced coach. I wouldn't be surprised if he brought Wade Phillips in for a look and said, hey, look, do you want to come back, coach defense how you like? We'll bring in an offensive coordinator of your choice. There could be a chance that he hires an experienced head coach if somebody is available. There's talks about Marvin Lewis stepping down. There could be a college coach, that goes from college to pro that Elway likes. There's always talk, and I'm drawing a blank on his name. I should have done some more research on this, but I kind of went off in a tangent. But the Stanford head coach, I'm drawing a blank on his name, but there's talks about him almost every year because they run a pro-style offense. There could be somebody like Todd Haley, the former Kansas City Chiefs head coach, who's the offensive coordinator in Pittsburgh. I keep finding it hard to believe that he hasn't gotten a head coaching job when some of these other coaches have. So that's something always to take a look at. But the reason why I don't like this game is because the Jets seem to be really up and down. If they play the way they did against Kansas City Chiefs, they're going to win this game easily. But I've seen them win one, lose one, win one, lose one, and they don't seem to be very steady. So that's kind of the reason why I'm hesitant, but I do recommend taking them because I think the Denver Broncos are kind of in free fall, and I think it's just a matter of time before Vance Joseph gets fired. And if you're sad about this, don't be. He's a guy making millions of dollars, and even if he does get fired, I think he's a good enough defensive coordinator that not only will he get hired on, he'll get another chance to be an NFL head coach sometime. So what you got this weekend is the Andrews six-pack. I'm giving you 6 games. 3 I've called tonight. 3 I called in my previous video. You're going to get an excellent opportunity to go ahead and make your money back. So yes, I did lose on Thursday night, which is unfortunate. It happens, but you got 3 more games, a total of 6. Hopefully I'll come out on top, and in the next video I make, I'll be talking about how awesome I am. So if you are one of the subscribers to my channel, thank you very much. You know you're one of the greatest people on planet Earth. And if you're not a subscriber, BAM! Hit that button. There's a little subscribe button right below the video. Hit that button. Become one of the best people on planet Earth. And until next time.